I really can't believe I'm answering this question, but obviously you clicked on the link, so it's transparent to you that you're looking for some type of answer. ReMarkable Paper Pro versus an iPad. Which device would you use for yourself, and why would you use it? Well, these are entirely two different devices. A Paper Pro by ReMarkable is an e-ink device that has a frontlit display and can write in color that is like pastels. It doesn't have the ability to add any apps. It doesn't have the ability to really check your email. It doesn't have the ability to have like split screen or play media or games. Versus the iPad is a device that has notifications and distractions, and you can have multiple interactions with multimedia and have apps open side by side. You can really multitask with this device. But they both have something in common. They both have the ability to take handwritten notes. They both have a pen tool that allows you to take notes. Now, the ReMarkable has a proprietary software built in it that you can use to take notes. You can import PDFs and use planners like the Key2Success Planner to plan and map out your day. And with the iPad, you can download various note-taking applications like GoodNotes, NoteShelf, Notability, OneNote, and you can take those notes and you can see them sync across other devices, as well as desktop computers and laptops and other tablets. And you have the ability to access and see your notes on different devices with the ReMarkable app. But which one should you consider? Let's talk about that. I might have an answer for you, or at least be able to give you some confidence in making the decision. Now, we're not going to jump into all the tech specs of these devices. We're really going to talk about a use case scenario and which one is best for you. Well, the first question I'm going to ask you is, are you looking for a device for note-taking and note-taking only? Like maybe you're a yellow pad paper user and now you want to move to digital and you want to be able to take handwritten notes because you see the benefits of being able to write your notes, copy them, paste them, move them from page to page, erase them, highlight them, or even be able to recall them from archives, be able to file and sort them so you don't have these stacks of notes. And that is what excites you about the ReMarkable. That's what excited me. But maybe you're also someone that's looking for an all-in-one device. You want to make one investment and be able to do that, but you do want to browse your photos. You want to be able to go ahead and use other applications for checking email and seeing the internet. Now, this video could very well be for someone that wants to compare a ReMarkable Paper Pro to like even a Samsung tablet or other Android devices, because the concept and theory behind it is the same. You want an all-in-one productivity tool versus something that's designed to be a distraction-free note-taking tool. So let's dive into it a little bit. When it comes to note-taking on the ReMarkable, it is genuinely a great paper-like writing feel. You have the ability to go ahead and adjust your different tools. You can choose from writing tools for your pen. You can choose for highlighting tools, tools that help you mark things up. Even if you want to get into calligraphy, you have that option. You have the ability to create different thicknesses, if it be thin, medium, or thick, and you can even change the color of your writing. Now I can go ahead and highlight things. I can go ahead and use the eraser tool. And as I've illustrated many times, I can even use that lasso tool to copy things and move them or paste them from one page to the next. But when I introduce color with the Paper Pro, now I have the ability to kind of organize my notes and use color blocking. Maybe I'm going through a PDF file, maybe an email was sent to me and there's a file attached and I want to bring it over to my ReMarkable and be able to notate it and add different points of interest. And when I use that color blocking feature, I have the ability to kind of like personalize my notes. I can segregate things to separate things that are personal, self, or business related. And I can do that throughout the ReMarkable and be very effective with it. When I go to the iPad, I'm going to introduce a whole lot of new features. But here's what I want you to consider. If you're looking at the ReMarkable Paper Pro with a marker and a type keyboard, you're looking at $829 for the bundle. And when I look at the iPad, for $1,000 roughly, I can get the iPad, the Magic Keyboard, as well as the Apple Pencil Pro. And for that $180 to $200, what am I getting for that makes it beneficial? The first thing I have to ask you is, how important is that distraction-free environment? If it is an absolute necessity to you and you want to stick to simply taking notes, the ReMarkable is probably going to be the right device for you. But if you want to have the benefits of all the other integrations and multitask features and be able to access all the other things that you might want to do with an iPad, let's start talking about that a little bit. So the iPad itself has the ability to use the Apple Store to download a number of apps. And we cover these apps. If you want to talk about getting started with note-taking, go ahead and check out this video. I go through all the different apps and kind of tell you the pros and cons of each of them. But ultimately, you have the ability to use like NoteShelf, GoodNotes, OneNote, and they all have their benefits and features to them. The ReMarkable has a much paper-like writing feel. But with the iPad, it is really challenging to write on this device when you have not only the glare, but it is a plastic on plastic type feel. Well, this product here has really changed the way I feel about note-taking on the iPad itself. It's not a paper-like cover, but it's actually a screen cover that attaches through static electricity to the actual device. And what I think is so cool is you can see, with just a matter of a few seconds, I was able to apply that. And there's literally no air, no bubbles, no fancy squeegees I gotta use. But with that and this pen tip, and I have these products linked in the description below, it really gives me a feeling of writing on paper, and it adds a layer that is similar to the ReMarkable Pro. It also cuts back on all that glare. And I can easily, when I wanna go ahead and consume media and see my device and jump on the internet, I really have the ability to use the device as it was intended for in a media consumption world. But at any time, I can easily apply that screen cover right back to it and utilize it. Now, with the iPad, it has a lot more power. That is obvious, right? It has all the RAM, it has all the tools for customization. You can change the brightness level to an entirely different look and feel to what you would expect on the Paper Pro. And it has all the tools that come with Apple, and we could dive into that for hours. But if you are someone that's trying to compare these two devices, I want you to consider a couple things. How important is the distraction-free device itself? How important is it to have a paper-like feel native from the manufacturer? How important is it for you to be able to organize and upload your notes into it? Versus how important is it for you to be able to share your notes and access those annotations across other apps, to have the ability to have side-by-side view with this device, or be able to access other apps and have an all-in-one device. For an extra $200, that might benefit you. And if it doesn't, then the ReMarkable Paper Pro is for you. If you have any questions or any feedback or comments, go ahead, check out the comments below. Myself or somebody else in the community, I'm gladly will connect with you to answer those questions. And for you that don't know who I am, I'm Brandon Bonhoeffer, creator and founder of the Key2Success Planner. God bless.